is Captain Chaudhary. I have published 11 videos on the new Merchant Shipping Act, and this is the 12th one. I thought that I should be talking about the general nature of Certificate of Registry. Why we need Certificate of Registry? Well, we have this UNCLOS 82 United Nations Convention about Law of Sea 1982. It says in its Article 91, it says that every state must register the vessels and vessels which fly the flag of that nation, that state. This is because it is important. It is important that there should be a document which establishes the relationship between the ship and the nation whose flag the ship is flying. And that relationship is called genuine link. So this term genuine link is used in UNCLOS 82. It establishes a relationship between the flag and the ship, also between the ship and the nation. It's like if a particular flag ship is coming to your state, you get an idea like what kind of culture, what kind of situations in respect of economy, in respect of employment, etc. in that country prevail, whose shadow is there on that ship. So you get an idea, you get a feeling, you get an impression about the people on that ship. So that is genuine link. Now Article 94 says that Article 94 is the duties of states, different states. As you know, UNCLOS governs the states all over the world to have the relationship between them in respect of usage and exploitation of sea and the regulations which the countries must adhere to, so that the countries, every country enjoys their respective rights of sea, rights of various things. So the international communities can live together. So Article 94, it says that it is the duty of every state that they have jurisdiction and control on administrative, technical and social matters, right? So it says that the government must make the regulations so that they have control over their ships which are flying all over the world, right? They should have jurisdiction. They should have control, right? And they should be having control, etc. on technical matters, the social matter, administrative matters, right? So right in the beginning, Article 94 also says that to do this, they should maintain a register, right, whereby the details of all the ships, like relevant particulars, etc., of all the ships which fly the flag of that country should be there, so that there is a centralized control, centralized awareness about the number of ships which are flying all over the world, right? So this is what is required by Article 94. So Article 94, duties of the states, and Article 91, the requirement for registration of the vessel. These two articles I thought are important in this respect. Now the DJ Shipping maintains a central register, in the Nautical Advisor's Office, whereby there is a mention of all the flags, all the ships which fly the flag of the country, with the relevant particulars, So it is the duty of all the principal officers or surveyor in charge who have done the registration of the vessel, right? Every year, the number of ships which are registered, or if there is any alteration, if there is any communication which is required to be done in this respect, in respect of the ship, that is communicated to the DJ Shipping every year by the date 15th of January, right? And these things are entered in the central register. So it is the duty of the principal officers or the surveyor in charge who have done the register to send the transcript of the Certificate of Registry to the DG Shipping's office. So what we can see is certificate of registry is one of the very, very important certificates, right? It is a very important trading certificate. More so because it is required by UNCLOS 82. So every country ought to register their ships. This also helps another country to know, like if the ship is coming from that country, to what all treaties the ship is party to, the bilateral relationship between that country. If I know that a ship that is coming, that country is not party to ISPS, so what precautions I should take, right? Is that ship allowed to come to my country? Right? There might be certain issues that a ship does not do any trading with that country. So all that is decided by the flag. Certificate of registry is also a very important tool, to give the information in respect of, the ownership of the ship, the history of the ownership of the ship, something like a continuous synopsis record. It also will tell the names of owners, or if there are joint owners. Also in the certificate of registry, you will come to know if there are any encumbrances, if there is any loan mortgage on that ship, so that somebody who's buying the ship is careful. Like there was a trend, there was a type of hijacking or piracy that prevailed in Malacca Strait, whereby the ships used to be hijacked, they used to be taken to an unknown island, people on the ship beaten, and the color of the flag, documents, etc. used to be changed, and that ship used to trade thereafter. So certificate of registry is a document that is kind of deterrent in these kind of situations, right? So certificate of registry, although it's a very important trading certificate, indirectly it also helps in the security issues of the ship. Certificate of registry will decide whether the people on the ship should be tried by the regulations of that country. As you know, if the ship is in international water, the flag is like a country. The criminal laws out at sea, that is in the middle of ocean, will be tried by the flag of that country, by the regulations of that country, whose flag the ship is flying. Of course, when the ship is in territorial waters of other countries, then the criminal issues can be governed by the local laws. But in international water, the issues are governed by the flag of or the country whose flag the ship is flying. Of course, that is about the criminal issues, but in respect of domestic issues, the financial related issues, your wages, or somebody gets injured, somebody gets somebody loses, a life is lost, right? Then the claims in respect of whatever claims in respect of the dead person or the person who is injured will be governed by the rules of the flag, right? Rules of that country. So country might be having the regulations. For example, we have Fatal Accident Act, that is Indian Act in respect of the deaths which might occur, and the seafarers hailing from India who are working on the Indian flag vessels, they will be governed by that law. And also there is this Workers' Compensation Act. Worker or a seafarer who's working on Indian ship, in case of any issues in respect of the wages, non-payment of wages, or the dues which a seafarer must get, they will be all governed by the courts having the jurisdiction, but according to the Indian laws.